In many design situations, we can use blocks to quickly reuse content. This architectural drawing contains many blocks. If we select this one, we can look at its properties. At the bottom, we can see its name, and it's a tree. Okay, so if we go and select this yellow one, we can also see that this one has been named as a citrus of some sort. But not all blocks will have descriptive names, so this has just got a number. So let's have a look at how we can use blocks within a drawing. With DraftSight Standard, there is a simple dialog box that we have to rely on. The higher levels of DraftSight have an additional option that we can use. I will demonstrate both. So let's just start off with the DraftSight Standard approach. So here we have a drawing with a number of blocks of a track system. And so I'm going to make use of those to build a new track layout. So let's just move that out of the way a little bit. I'll just insert a block. So we go to the Insert tab and click Insert Block. This will open up a dialog box with a drop-down list of all the possible blocks I might want to include. So I will select the MT component there, MT417 I think that is. So let's just go and accept that. Or I could hit Browse to select an external drawing. I could now choose where I want that to sit on the screen. Do I want to scale it? I'm going to leave it as is, so I'll leave that unticked. And I could also specify the rotation. So if I hit OK now, all I need to do is place it where I want it, and then rotate it to the alignment that I require. Like so. So now I've got the first part in, I can continue to add additional blocks. So we've added a straight section there. Let's have a bend. So we'll just gradually build this up by adding in this sort of wide, large radius bend, sort of gradual bend. And let's make it a sharper bend, so it's going to sort of tighten up as we get into the apex of it. But then let's maybe allow it to widen back out again, perhaps. There we go. And so I can continue in this way to add more and more pieces to replicate whatever track I think I would like to create. I'm trying to create Modena, Silverstone, Spa, you know. Well, it's starting into a hairpin. You could maybe suggest we're trying to do Spa. Okay, so you can see how we can just gradually build that up and up and up. Right, it's a very quick process. We're not having to redraw all of our content. However, with DraftSight Professional, Premium or Enterprise, we now have this extra panel marked Design Resources. And in there, we can navigate through the folders or go and find some favorite locations. So in this way, we can use it to create a library of standard content. So if we go into here, I'm going to go into this track folder. See, they've got a number of different drawings, and I could right click on those drawings to either open them, insert them as a reference drawing, or as a block. But I'm going to explore within this drawing so I can see the contents within it, and I can see all the blocks. So there we can see nice little diagrams of all the different bend elements I could be including in this track. And to bring those in, just a simple right click, insert block, same dialog as before. Okay, this has got slightly different sort of insertion points and things attached to it, but you can see how we can just navigate between the different items, choosing the different bends and straight sections and so on. I may have other drawings available to house other items. Maybe there's a crossover or a chicane or some other thing that we could maybe put in here. But that's how we can use those blocks. Okay, so DraftSite Standard can make use of design resources. So let's have a look at how we can create a block from scratch. So we need geometry already drawn up that we want to make into our block. Let's go to Define Block. So first things first, let's go and give that a name. So I'll call that Bolt. You could add a description in here if you wish, but it's not necessary. So next, I'm going to specify its base point or its insertion point. So when I go to drag it in, this is what is attached to the mouse. So I'm going to pick the center of that edge there. So that's where it would go into a block of material perhaps. And then I can select the entities I want. So again, box selecting for that, one way or the other. Once you've finished selecting everything you want, you just hit enter. And that takes you back to the dialog box so you can just review and make sure that the thumbnail looks okay, everything seems to be alright. I'm going to convert this into a block, there are other options there, and we'll just hit OK. And that part is now a single item, a single block that I can then put into my drawings wherever I wished. You can also add metadata to blocks if you wish, attributes, which is broadly similar to other systems if people have already used another 2D CAD system. But for more information on that, I would urge you to attend our DraftSite Essentials course, where we go through that in detail. So this concludes this short video looking at the use of blocks within DraftSite.